up, y'all? I'm Ron from Around Our Hype, and this is The Art of Creating Yourself, where artists and creators come through, share their unique perspectives on how they create every day. I got the guy Poozy over here. What's up, fam? How you living today?
I'm good. How you doing, Ron? Thank you for sharing your platform, bro. Real shit.
It's all
And
love,
we
bro.
was been supposed to do this, but look, my communication was terrible.
Hey, nah, it's
So
good.
we here now, though.
Say that, better,
Yeah,
better late than never. That's what they always say,
man.
right?
It was gonna happen regardless.
Oh, it was fate. It was written. It was just
Yeah, it
about
had
the
to
win.
happen.
It's just about
It
the
had
win.
to,
All right.
for sure.
Yep. So here at the Art of Creating Yourself, we like to let the guests give their full introductions.
My name Poosie, POO $IE on all streaming platforms, POOSIE_Apex on all social medias. I'm from New Orleans. I'm a native of New Orleans. I'm from the 8th Ward, 2713 Urquhart Street, and I grew up in Oakland as well, post Katrina. So I'm just from the ghetto. That's it. That's it. From the ghetto.
I feel that. You said post Katrina.
Yeah, I was in Katrina, bro.
You was in it. You was living
Yeah,
it.
yeah. That shit. It's just starting to really hit me like I really was in Katrina. You know?
Yeah, as a youngin, you know.
Yeah, I was 8 when that shit happened.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So from New Orleans, now out here, is Katrina the reason you moved out here?
Yep, I had a family that moved to the east before Katrina, like I guess in the '90s and shit. And they had, set up shop out here. I got a big ass family out here. We ain't hella close knitted, but we deep as fuck and we fuck with it. Yep.
I feel that. I feel that now. You a native of the 2713 land, huh?
Come on now.
Yeah. And you brought a picture with us today. What's this picture? You want to talk about it?
Go ahead, pop it up. You gotta let them see it.
Yeah.
It's my grandma's house on Urquhart Street, the door on the left.
The door on the left.
On our left looking at the screen.
Okay. And why'd you choose this picture? What does it mean to you?
That's where the whole movement, the label, everything come from. So 2713 is just a collective of folks. We really want to turn into a label, a brand, just like of folks who kind of raised by their grannies in a sense of like your mom was either at work on drugs or your daddy on drugs at work locked away, your parents, too occupied with basic survival, that, your granny had to play more than a grandmother role. And we all was growing up in these homes like this. It's like a lot of people identify with that. So I'm like, fuck, let's use my grandma address, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's just symbolic for everyone. You get what I'm saying?
100%. Everybody being raised by their grannies, like that's real. That's real.
Granny crib, for real, for real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cousins over, everybody over. That's the spot. That's where you learn how to fight at. You learn basic survival, bro. Like, I learned lessons as a child growing up on Urquhart that's been, like, more than sustaining me through my everyday life, you know? I got that. That's where the fuel come from, my granny crib. And ironically, her birthday was yesterday, March 13th.
Oh.
And her death day. You get what I'm saying?
Same day?
So it's like, 2713.
2713. Happy birthday. Happy belated.
Yeah.
That's
and
real.
that's why the symbol for the artwork, you see 2 fingers locking in, bro, because that's what we about, community. You know what I'm saying? Community-based people.
I feel that. Nah. In real time, community, what community comes with is collaboration. And
bro, we rich in network.
I feel like
real shit.
I always try to push collaboration no matter what I'm doing. I'll post 30 clips out of 60 days and like 28 of them will be collaboration. I'll be asking 28 people about collaboration and just like how they feel about it. So I'm gonna lob it up to you right now. Let me know about collaboration.
I love collaboration, but if it's music, it just depends on what I got going at the time. Like, if it's a past thought, like it's a lot easier for me to collaborate with people when we on the same parts of our journey, because I don't like digging in my memory all the time. You know what I'm saying? I like to be present with the music. So it's like I love collabing, but it gotta make sense.
And I feel like that's something that's not talked about either. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like on the same wavelength, like, sort of kind of what you say, like, it gotta be right. You know, if you're forcing collaboration, then it's not really collaboration. It's somebody coming down to another level to make
Yeah.
something, you know, and it's supposed to be people
And
on the same
it's
wave.
like, it's not even necessarily like a skill set.
No,
It's like it's just where we at the time, you know. Like when people like that's just who they are. It's like nah, that's where they are, or you know what I'm saying?
No,
it's like that's where we at in our journey. Like you know, if I make it back there, it'll sound better if we true to the moment of where we at.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And sometimes it comes down to just like how serious people are, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I understand this is art and it's a hobby, and like for some people, and sometimes you can like turn it off and turn it on, but like that's part of what makes you want to work with somebody or makes you not want to work with somebody. You know, if you see somebody grinding and you think you're on that same wavelength and you trying to grind with them, that's weird. But if like you see somebody like I'm dropping like every 2.5 years. Like I'm in and out of this. I'm doing real estate on the side sometimes. I got this other business. It's different. You know?
Yeah.
It's real different.
That a person who's doing that will want to collab with that person, and they'll make something great.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? Like that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense. It's just I love collaboration. I love collaboration. I love working with other artists. Like I'll hog a tape, but like, bro, I really am a great writer. So it'd be like some shit I can't execute how I want to hear it. So I need another artist, you know, like a singer or something.
Yeah. All right. So we talked a little bit about 2713 and your granny's house and the label, the movement, and a little bit about your background leading up to coming to the Bay. So what do you feel like your culture and your environment since you've moved to the Bay affects your artistic expression and your rapping and your writing?
I think the Bay allowed me to get to know myself for real because I'm not like a native of Oakland. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm a guest here. So I back home I felt like I had to be a certain way even as a child, bro. Like there was a certain way, there's a certain lifestyle I had to embrace because of the environment I was in and just like, you know, what I had been seeing. But like coming to Oakland and just being a guest is like I was allowed the space to really get to know myself, and it's like that's one aspect of it because now it's like I seen some ugly things outside, you know, live some ugly things. So it's like okay, boom. That step back allowed me to really learn how to analyze things and deal with my feelings, deal with my emotions, and know how to document myself. So it's like it sounds like I'm storytelling when I'm rapping, but it's like I'm hardly like thinking about this shit. You know, I just learned how to do it because I had to do it. That's initially why I started writing. It was post Katrina. I was 8 when I picked up a pen. I was freestyling this shit like 4 years old, but it's like I took it a little more serious. And then just the culture is the hustling aspect of it. That shit is beautiful, bro. It's like this is the first place you come. Your barber, mechanic, a barber. You might fuck around and rap, and you might run a skating ring on the side. Like this is one of those places where it's like, you know, that infinite possibilities is here. Always.
That spirit almost, right? That
spirit, that
entrepreneurial
hustle spirit.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
If I can get it at the barbershop, I'm going to get it at the skating ring. If I don't get it at the skating ring, I'm going to get it at the auto shop. Like, y'all ain't stopping me. I got 2 more businesses I'm about to start up, like, next week.
Bro, they'll do it, bro.
By any means. That's that town hustle. You know? I feel that. All right, so what is your mentality or your mindset when it comes to your music career? Like, are you looking to prove something to anybody that's not yourself?
I wouldn't say I'm looking to prove something. I just love it, bro. Honestly, I kind of crutch on music on some shit. Like, fuck, I need music more than that shit need me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have to make music. Like, I love music. I love hip hop. It's part of. It's really still the culture for me. It's not a lick. Like I ain't got nothing to prove. I don't even be tweaking. When I was younger, I used to be. I want to be the best, but I want to move people. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's it, and that's all. I want people to be moved by my shit. So that's that. I guess inspired. That would be, yeah. I want people to be inspired.
I rock with that. I really rock with that, and that comes from like a hunger, right?
Yeah,
like a motivation just to.
Pac inspired me. It's a few artists, but I remember vividly, like my late teen years, I was super heavy into the GOAT. Super heavy.
Oh, the GOAT.
And I said, I want to move people just like this. I was convinced. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like, even if that, it's just creating, bro. I was like creating.
Mm-hmm. And like we was talking about, it's like a hunger versus like being motivated almost, you know? Like,
yeah, it's like, this is really release. I probably say that a few times. It's like, I don't know, man. Some shit be coming to me like I be astounded by the writing because it's like, where is this coming from? You know, like actually being vesseled through, really being channeled through, and that's the great music. Like,
but it's just off the rip, right? It's just coming from experience, like you said. Like you ain't even just sitting there like trying to pull things from other places. You're like, nah, this is
here.
It. Yeah,
it's present.
Real shit. All right, so what do you think the hardest part about being an artist at your current stage is?
Basic shit like balancing fatherhood and you know, having that type of funding, or like having somewhere to sleep, or like, you know, I got like shit I want to do to take care of my mental and shit. Like sometimes writing ain't enough. Sometimes I need to go live a little more to get more inspiration. So it's like trying to find that, and then just like, I don't know, art's such a sensitive like thing. You know what I'm saying? It's so sensitive. So just blocking out all noise and really staying tuned in and staying grounded and remembering why I got into this shit. And not looking at those numbers. Fuck the numbers. The numbers matter, but that's out of your control, you know?
Yeah.
Control what I can. The numbers, man, that should get discouraging.
The numbers have you thinking like you ain't doing something right.
Right.
Like you doing something different from other homeboy. But y'all really doing the same thing. It's just perception. And
I don't really compare it to other artists because it's like I listen to so much music. You'd be surprised at some of the shit I really be listening to. So it's like I think everybody served their own purpose. I've been stopped calling niggas weak for real because some shit I just don't understand. So you get what I'm saying?
That's a bar. Nah, say that one more time. He said, "I stopped calling niggas weak because I just realized there's just some shit I don't.
It's a whole different
like, it might not be for me.
Yeah.
It's just not for me. And I can rock with that.
Right. And I'm fuck. I find something good in everything, so that's what I've been practicing.
Nah, I feel that because at the same time, it's kind of like a double, or like a flip the script, like double entendre thing. Like I might not be for somebody else the same way that somebody else might not be for me. Like
facts. I just accept.
I don't want someone hating on me. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
I just ain't. We just ain't in each other's core audience. That's good.
I don't really. I've been stopped the machoism in rap, like where I feel like, you know, like I want to out rap a nigga on a song. It's like, nah, let's make a great song together. Back to collaboration. I think that works better for me. I don't really care how other people, you know, approach music. That's just my approach.
It's just more of like a personal thing where you're not trying to compete with people, whether they on your track or they not on your track. Like
I can enjoy shit without, you know, me in mind. Like I'm a fan of music before anything, so you know.
That's interesting too, because I see a lot of people who are like the opposite of that, you know.
Yeah,
and they put a track out and they're like they looking at the other dude who are like, oh, he putting the track out this week. Like, oh, I'm about to see what he's talking about.
Right. I mean, hopefully really it's for inspiration though. You should be inspired by your peers You should. I got hella people that be inspiring me. Like I make sure I let them know, but it's hella artists. Like hella artists that's dope as fuck that be inspiring me. That I got actually they contact and shit. So that's dope.
That's real. And like bringing it back, like he was talking about like the balance. You know, like before you put out any type of art or expression or content, creativity, whatever, you a human being. So, like you need to go somewhere and live a little, or if you need to like take care of your son, or if you need to go do something else, just to balance being a human, like all that shit comes first.
I got like 5 albums locked in my head that I haven't even got around to expressing some shit. You know, like it's just here, it's present. I know it's there. I know that it'll make good music, but it's just too sensitive. Some shit is too sensitive.
Some shit just for the creativity yourself, just rolling it back, just putting it on wax, and then you can hear it for yourself.
Right.
That's my music.
That's my shit. I ain't ready to
like
share
I'm a fan of other niggas. I'm a fan of me too.
I'm fucking with it. I love my music for sure.
You be on that unreleased Pussy? Yeah, I'm on that.
Bruh,
I got y'all ain't never getting that.
Girl Ain't Easy on the way. This is gonna be a great album again.
It ain't even deluxe. The 4-year deluxe.
The 4-year
concept in itself.
It's really its own body of work though. That's why I didn't want to go. It Ain't Easy too. Like it's just still ain't easy. Man, the intro is so fucking crazy because it's like I describe a gang of chaos, and I'll be like, and that's why this the celebration. That's why this the celebration. That's all I can really give you right now until we start rolling it out. But you heard some of the songs if you've been following. You got like Calling My Name is on there. God Willing. Knowing What You Know, that one with the glasses I did.
Yeah, I seen that.
Stood Down is on there. And I think those are the only 4 that's out. But I got to get a visual done to God Willing and Calling My Name. And but this is a great project on hands.
I like that. And like something I noticed about you and your art, it's almost like I love the Bay, right? And I love the Bay culture and I love the Bay music, but it's really easy to, not in a competition aspect, but just like because you hear something so much to kind of
mimic
like but not on purpose. It's just like
it's there subconscious.
Yeah, like you subconsciously like recreate something that you've already heard, and that's a sound. And I don't know, it's just because I'm from here. I listen to a lot of music from here, but a lot of people accidentally or on purpose sound like, have the same sound.
I think when something works, I think everybody get on board. They want to hit. You start saying music is a lick. Like 100%. The separation is always starting. Like it's personal shit's gonna always be the separation. Like if you know how to, if you talk to yourself enough and analyze, and you do a lot of self reflection, you always got something uniquely going on, bro.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. It's not just debate though. Like it's a formula to a hit right now, and certain niggas they study it and they like, damn, well my shit's not cracking.
Yeah, it's a science.
Yeah, it's a science.
Then it comes down to how you do it. At the end of the day, if 15 people are doing the same thing, like are trying to put out the same thing, their process isn't the same, right? Like you said, like your experience, ain't no one comes from Katrina to the Bay. Well, I'm not gonna say no one, but ain't no one doing it like how Pussy's doing it.
Yeah. We here doing it. We putting the staple down.
It's the how, but I was trying to get to say, like your how stays the same almost. Like you are consistent in like, yo, like these niggas ain't changing me. I'm still like I'm still growing as an individual, and I'm still putting out music, but like I'm sounding like me.
Always.
Like, I'm staying true.
Even when I cite another, you know what I'm saying? Even when there is other influences, still got to be something true to me. So it's ways that's collaboration, and that's collaboration as well. That's collaboration.
Like when you listen to somebody and you get the idea of doing something else just because you heard somebody, like that's almost like that's that legacy collaboration. Like when you get so inspired off of another work that it just lives on through your work.
Yep.
And that shit just keeps going. I love that shit. Yeah. So like moving on, what do you think success looks like to you in this. I know you said it's an expression, it's a craft, but personally, I'm goal oriented, right? So
Yeah.
when I think about doing something, the first thing I think about is like, all right, I gotta knock down this.
If when I'm able to really like house and feed my baby from music, that's when I made it. Like, you know, that when I'm able to do that, that's success to me.
You're able to live off.
But in a sense, it's like we already successful to be able to like have a platform of any sort to express ourselves. You know, like we really, especially like if you know the story or you know the stories, it's like, man, just to even have a platform is just that's blessings on us. That's blessing in itself. So technically, I would say successful. Like you know, just being here is success to me. But success to me really would be able to feed and house my kid from music.
That's you're bringing it back, like being successful is just making it out to Katrina, you know? Being alive, like,
just
rocking
even
here.
Making it out of just like a mental, like making out of mental hell, like you know what I'm saying, like making out of like a peasant mindset or just a dead end where you felt like it was a dead end and then you found a new life and new passions. Having passion is success. Having something that gets you out of bed every day, that's success. So,
successful just because we keep going. That's what he said.
Yeah. It's a win every time.
So every time we don't give up, we successful.
Yeah.
All right, so I got one more overarching question for you. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, so when it's all said and done, what do you want to be remembered by when you leave this earth?
I'm trying to be a better person overall. You know, just that. I just want to be a great dad, bro. Like, ain't really much bigger than that for me, honestly. Like, a great father, a great friend. Like, that's really all in your control through your actions and things of that sort. So, I don't know. I think a lot of people would remember me differently because I got unique relationships with so many people. You know, I'm the same person at the core, but it's like different levels of intensity in these relationships I have with people. So people gonna remember me differently, but it's gonna all add up to the same person.
Nah, I get that. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
So on the contrary to that, then, what does Poozy the fan want Poozy the artist to be remembered as?
Man, music that move you, like
I want niggas,
if niggas don't know Pac my influence, then I ain't doing it right. Like if you don't get that Pac energy, that mean I ain't transparent enough. Yeah, I want to be moved. I want people to cry to my shit. I want people to get money to my shit. I want people to fall in love to my shit. I want people to create babies, get married, and I want to have enough music and enough range to do that type of shit, like culturally impact. And you know, I target my folks, black people. Yeah, my music is really targeting my people, but it's open. It's open for everyone. But you know, like sometimes some of this shit, it ain't gonna make sense. It ain't gonna make sense to a lot of people. It ain't gonna make sense to some black people.
Say that.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it ain't gonna make sense to niggas. It made sense to at one point because I'm gonna change. I'm gonna keep growing. So that's what it is. That's why I said it's gonna be so many different, like, interpretations of who I am, but it all adds up to one person. Because it's not who you are, it's where you are in your journey. You feel me?
And you meet different people along your journey, and they at different stages, and they might not have known you.
They meet me at different stages.
They might not have known you 3 stages ago, right? Or they might not know
they
you
don't
in
know
2
me
stages.
Now, folks. You knew me back then.
Or like you might meet people 4 stages from now that might not be with you in 5 stages, or like however you keep evolving and leveling up. Like,
and it's all significant relationships still.
I say that too. Like, we just so blessed to be just doing anything. Like, you look back on stuff and you just like, you never know the last time you do anything. You feel me? It was just, you just remember like, damn. Like, I remember.
Last time you played with your partners outside.
Yeah, like one day we just stopped hooping at the park. And like, niggas just never went back.
One day we just didn't do it.
Nobody was like, oh yeah, this is our last time. Some places you know though. Some places you're like, yeah, I ain't come back. But most of the time, you're like, damn, that was the last time.
The places you want to be, you never know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The people you want to be with, sometimes like it's not.
That shit just happened, bro.
It's not hate or like, you know, animosity or something like you said. Like
it just happened. It just show up.
Niggas ain't growing at the same rate. Or niggas ain't growing in the same direction, you know?
And we gotta, all of it is, you know, some people do some things a certain way. You might operate a different way. You might have to separate it. It shouldn't be no love lost.
Nah. It's always all love.
Gotta be acceptance. Like, you gotta accept people for where they at.
It's always all love. It's always all love. But, you know, like I said, it's all love. I'd like to thank you, for coming here today. Speaking your piece.
Thank you, Ron, for having me on your platform.
Yeah. No.
Around Our Hype.
Yep.
What was the meaning behind the name?
Around Our Hype. So it used to be Around the Hype. I started Around the Hype back in, I want to say 2015, early like 2015, like January. Right? And I was like, all right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start rating these albums. And I'm going to start giving like all these different like interpretations, all these different albums. I was like fresh out of high school, like 6-7 months removed, and like my homie just started rapping. Used to be Young Space was at the time, Danny Ali now. That's like my blood brother, right? And he's just like, he started rapping, yeah. And I was like, I'm going to start this whole platform called Around the Hype, and I'm going to start doing blog interviews and this and that and this. And I did it for like 2 months, right? But like, I created all the social media and I did it for like 2 months because I wasn't really rocking with how I had the idea. I just didn't pick up again until like 2019. And I started Around Our Hype as kind of like a podcast that related, or like a platform, not even a podcast yet, a different blog that related everything mentality wise to just people just going outside and living their own life. Like regardless of what's happening in life, like there are rules that every individual lives by. And just because you don't live by those same rules don't mean those rules don't, you know, have any different value. They just, like you said, everyone's at a different stage and everyone looks at things differently. So then I was like, you know what? We got to bring it to what I really want to do again. Like, right, bring it back to the music. Like, we from the Bay, we got so many people out here just creating and living in so many different spirits and perspectives. Like, there ain't no way I can't.
Find your position on the team.
You know, because I try, don't get me wrong, like, I try rapping. It ain't for me. I'm going to be honest. I try and produce it. It ain't for me. But, like, these conversations, like, what I'm doing right now, like, I rock with it. I really rock with it.
I appreciate you having me on your platform, bro.
You good, bro. I mean, tell people what you got coming up. The rest of 2022 and beyond. Let them know. Right
now, Still Ain't Easy. We got a gang of visuals coming out with Still Ain't Easy, the album. We got a gang of visuals coming out with I'm fucking with you. Still Ain't Easy to drop. About 17 songs deep, I believe. Blessings, guys. God damn. We ain't gonna have shit if you be coughing like that.
We just cut it off.
Look at it. He's on time.
Oh, man.
We ain't gonna have a motherfucking thing you be coughing like that. Still Ain't Easy album is on the way. Still Ain't Easy. Visuals, merch. Great album.
From Pussy the Fan.
My favorite album.
From Pussy the Fan.
Yeah, no, actually, Pussy the Fan would love this album. He'd be proud of me.
You proud of yourself. That self-pride is real, but...
POO $IE on all streaming platforms. POOSIE_Apex on social media.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it's all up.
Appreciate you, Ron.
Appreciate you for coming on, speaking your piece. Appreciate everybody else for
listening,
watching, whether it be a clip, the whole interview. or whatever it is. It's all love. Wherever you are on your journey.
It's all love. I'm glad we finally got to get up, man.
Yes, sir.
Yep, don't hesitate to tap in.
Nope, not at all. All right, we'll catch you on the other side.